Hey folks, today I'm going to share some tips on how to balance humor and gameplay so you can enhance the fun without taking away from the story. We all love to have a good time and a good laugh at the table, but sometimes the line between fun and too goofy can blur. So how do you keep the laughs coming without distracting from the game itself? Let's start with a big one. Keep the humor in character. We all want to crack jokes, but it's more immersive when the humor comes from your character, not just you as a player. For example, if you're playing a witty bard, their jokes should fit into the fantasy world that you're in, not a modern reference like to Pete Davidson or the Yankees. I mean, stay immersed. Your character's humor should feel like it belongs in the world that they live in. To find that balance, just think about your character's personality. If they're a trickster or a clown, lean into that. But make sure that their jokes fit in the setting. It keeps everyone immersed and still allows for those funny moments that enhance the game, not take away from it. It can be very tempting to bring in jokes from popular actual plays that are out there, but the most rewarding moments come from inside jokes that are created from your group. Look, I know that I've thrown in plenty of making my way or get in the comments at my own table, but those jokes work best within the context of their original groups, not my table. So encourage your group and yourself to develop your own inside jokes naturally during your sessions, and that takes time. Those moments are unique to your table and they strengthen the bonds between players. Trust me, when your group starts building their own inside jokes, you'll look back on them as some of the best moments that you've shared. As a GM and as a player, it's important to respect the game's pace. Sometimes the jokes go on too long, and that's when it's okay for the GM to step in and say, all right, it's time to move on. Humor should enhance the session, not steal it. If you feel that the game is drifting off track, gently guide everyone back to the action. As the GM and as a player, you can do that too. As players, you need to help. Be mindful of the session's limited time, especially if you're only playing for a few hours. And hey, if you want to just hang out and joke around, that's great. But you don't need a session of a game to do that. You can just do that with your friends anywhere. A big thanks to all of our patrons, but especially to Black Dragon Gaming. If you'd like to help our channel and support everything that we do here, then head over to patreon.com/rollforinitiative. All right, back to the video. Creating a fun, lighthearted atmosphere is important, but you don't want it to take over the session, or maybe not. One great way to manage that is to incorporate humor into the game's narrative. Maybe your character gets into a ridiculous situation, or maybe there's a moment when the whole group can laugh at something in the game world, rather than an out-of-character joke. It's all about balance. You can have silly moments, but the game can still feel like it's progressing. Think about the genre of your game. If you're in a horror campaign, maybe the humor comes in from dark humor, not slapstick comedy. Keeping the tone consistent helps maintain the immersion. Finally, there are moments in a game that call for seriousness. Knowing when to dial back the jokes, even when you've got a good one, is key to keeping the narrative's integrity. If a character is making a life or death decision, that's probably not the best time for a joke. Let those serious moments breathe. They'll feel more impactful, and the humor will be even more effective when it comes back later. Reading the room is important. If it feels like the group is focused on a critical moment, adjust your behavior accordingly. And as players, support each other in keeping the session on track. Sometimes a simple, hey, let's get back into it, is all it takes. It can be about calling each other in, not calling each other out. Humor is a fantastic way to bond with your group and make your game memorable. Just remember that the best laughs are the ones that fit your game and keep everyone engaged. Next time you're at the table, let your characters shine with their own humor and help your group create those inside jokes that you'll be laughing about for years. I'd love to hear about your funniest in-character moments and your favorite inside jokes from your games. Drop those in the comments below. Hey everybody, thanks for spending your time with me here watching this video. If you're not subscribed, I really hope that you do, and you can get our latest videos every week. And please leave a comment or drop an emoji for the sake of engagement. Until next time, I'm Ryan, and this is Roll for Initiative. Bye.